I'm Linda Deer. Welcome to Linda's Weekly Guided Insights, a weekly gift of guidance on navigating the uncertain world you are now living in, published every Tuesday since 2014. In this episode, the guides talked about what it feels like to like yourself. To like yourself will require that you break some habits. Here are some of the common ones. You push yourself too hard. You let others push you around. You criticize yourself. You are impatient with yourself. You have become irritable with others. Now, imagine treating a friend like you treat yourself. That friend would retreat. Learning to like yourself will require that you identify your self-sabotaging habits. To do this, you will need to break one habit first, and that is to be patient enough to write down what those habits are. You can't see it when you're in it, which is why you must write them down. You are your own detective. Nothing can remain hidden from you when you decide to find the truth. These habits that prevent you from liking yourself will lose their power over you. People who played a part in you not liking yourself are also habits that must be discarded. This is an act of loving yourself. You are sticking up for yourself like you would for someone you love, like your pet, your child, your friend, or significant other. You do this because you love and appreciate them. So just like those who you love, the byproduct of liking yourself is loving yourself because you are beginning to appreciate yourself, no matter what. If you are in the company of those who do not appreciate you, it won't take you long to spot this unhealthy attitude and remove it from your life. So to like yourself, you must respect yourself, or no one else will. This calls for healthy boundaries. Loving yourself happens naturally when you first like who that is. Okay, so let's let the guides talk about this topic, about liking yourself, what it feels like. You are worthy, and you do not need any outside approval to know that. That's the first thing to write in your journal. You are worthy. You will visit your journal writings many, many times to determine where you have been. Underestimating yourself. We will be there when you tell yourself the truth. We want you to be your best friend. WA. Ways of doing this is unlimited. Walk with us to hear what we are telling you and write that down. W-O. Words are V-E-R, very important. U-N, undercover. V-I-S-I-T-A-T, visitations, undercover visitations in your writings will reveal us. In other words, what they're saying here is when you're writing, in addition to what you're writing, what you think is coming from you is actually coming through you from guidance. It's their messages. It's what they want you to understand about that particular issue you're working on at that moment. Okay, so when you write down what you write down, close your journal and look back at it in several hours from then or the next day to see what it's really saying. You will be surprised. Okay? W-A, ways are unlimited when you V, when you vet what appears to be L I V I, living A S-U-B-S-T, substandard life. In other words, when you write, you're going to vet it. You're going to break out what applies, what makes sense, and what doesn't make sense. You're going to see it when you write it down. You have to write it down, or you won't see it. A, W-A, awareness. Awarenesses will fly through your journal writings every time you sit with us. What they're saying there is, I have a meditation video about sitting with your guides. And when you sit down and you start writing in your journal, you're going to realize that you aren't alone. You're going to see the way that you're writing things out, those would not be your words of choice. All right. Those are the words that are coming through you from guidance, not from you. All right. You're going to notice the difference. You wouldn't say something the way that they would say it. So start paying attention. Start breaking down what's going on in your life so that you get back down to the basics within yourself, and you see where you're going off your center, maybe 15 degrees here under that kind of pressure, and maybe 20 degrees over here under this other kind of pressure. You know, this kind of, the more invested you are in that person emotionally or situation, the more you're going to find vulnerabilities. All right. So when you write it down, it starts to clear up. You start to see things for what they really are. And with the help of your guides, as they infiltrate what you're writing. Okay, you guys, you haven't experienced this like you're going to, but just remember, you have help. You are never alone and always being guided, and you're going to see it when you start writing it down.